The cast of Stranger Things, from popular streaming service Netflix, watching an episode in Regal Shocker, the movie. Screenshot from Netflix via Facebook. Sponsored articles. Filipinos recall some of the scariest old Pinoy movies they have watched as they witness the cast of Netflix's Stranger Things. See an episode of 80s horror anthology, Regal Shocker, the movie. The streaming service giant featured Millie Bobby Brown, 11, Noah Schnapp, Will, Finn Wolfhard, Mike, Gaten Matarazzo, Dustin, Caleb McLaughlin, Lucas, and Sadie Sink, Max, reacting over Aparador, arguably the movie's scariest segment. Aparador tells the story of a woman named Elizabeth Sta. Maria, played by Rafa Gutierrez, who moves to an apartment with a cabinet haunted by a girl's disturbed soul. The episode also features a young Judy Ann Santos in prosthetics. It is part of Regal Shocker, the movie, which tells 3 different stories of horror written and directed by multi-awarded scriptwriter Jose Javier Reyes. The movie is a film version of the popular horror anthology televised by Regal Entertainment in the 80s under the same name. Regal Shocker features different subgenres of horror in its episodes, such as supernatural, psychological, dark fantasy and horror comedy, among others. As the cast of the famed Netflix series reacts to Regal Shocker's Aparador, Filipinos expressed their amusement in the Facebook comments section. Is Finn aware that they're watching a horror movie? His reaction is too pure. Why didn't he ask the Demogorgon if it wants love? A user wrote. Others dropped other old Pinoy horror movies as suggestions for the cast to watch, such as Halima Sa Banga and Shake, Rattle and Roll. Let them watch Halima Sa Banga, please. That was the scariest ever. I had nightmares as a kid watching that, a Facebook user commented. Do you remember the killer Christmas tree from Shake, Rattle and Roll? Another user wrote. They should have watched Predator, 1984, of Shake, Rattle and Roll rather than Aparador, emo, in my opinion, a different user said. Halima Sa Banga tells the story of 2 boys who unleash a creature from an ancient book, while the 80s version of Shake, Rattle and Roll is considered one of the scariest movies in the popular film franchise. The 80s was considered the golden age of Philippine horror movies, lifestyle and culture website Esquire magazine noted. Despite the limited budget of these movies and questionable special effects, the true stars of the show were the creatures that clawed their way out from the depths of Philippine lower mythology, foreign horror B-movies, and local comics, it said. Known only to a few back then, the Philippines was already a safe haven for low-budget exploitation horror films from the 70s to the 80s. Titles like Beasts of the Yellow Night, Up from the Depths, and Vampire Hookers were all produced in the country to provide fodder for the drive-in B-movie boom in America, the website continued. Interact sign. Let's block ads. Why?